against Outkast albums, Outkast wins. If you put in Cash Money, I don't know if Outkast wins.
I'm not gonna argue.
How many albums Outkast got?
5.
Okay.
Yeah, but some of them you got to throw up under the fucking.
And yeah, but you're throwing one away out of your 3. I might throw one away out of my 5.
I mean, you gotta I love Outkast and I don't want to do this, but you got some shit you can get rid of.
Yeah, but I still got a strong 4 against your 2.
And Love Below and shit like that you can just
I might pull out of Idlewild. I might pull a song out of there.
And if you pull out of Idlewild against a Hot Boy song, that's where you're gonna fuck up.
Hey there.
Right. I don't y'all wanna. I want.
But
I'm gonna drop that Tuesday and Thursday on your ass so
it was
fast.
the most successful album, though. Out of all of the albums that Outkast has,
Yes,
it was the most successful album.
It went diamond, y'all. Diamond.
We're not saying it wasn't successful.
Yes.
I'm saying, would I rather listen to when I'm in the gym working out? Hot Boy.
But that's what I'm saying.
Riding in the car?
Okay.
Hot Boys. At a party? Hot Boys. With my niggas? Hot Boys. Hot Boys in everything.
Like, okay.
I'm picking Hot Boys over there unless I just want to be at home bored. Hot Boys.
Dummy.
Y'all gotta stop doing that, man.
Hot Boys.
Y'all really.
And I was bumping goddamn Outkast album yesterday. So,
Look at
you know what I'm saying?
him Googling his facts.
Yeah, I was bumping it yesterday. But you know what I was at?
You're trying to find his talking point.
I was at home bored doing work at work.
Hey, y'all.
That's
What up?
What y'all gonna play when Players Anthem come on? What y'all gonna play when Roses come on?
Again.
Dre verses on Roses?
What AI gonna do?
play on that?
What AI gonna do if Shaq put him in the paint?
Shit, what Shaq gonna do if AI cross his ass up?
Thank you. That's my point. Like you can't have this conversation.
You can say that, and I can say, or like Stock said, you can say Tuesdays and Thursdays. You're gonna disagree, but I could agree that I would prefer it.
It's just like
Tuesday and Thursday is one of my favorite songs fucking ever. I don't think I wouldn't put. I'm playing a throwaway if you play that.
That's the whole point. Just like
that's a round for you.
AI and Shaq.
That's a round for you.
So what if I play it up
again? I play Roses,
no, but I'm saying
when I play, even off they considerably worse album, when I play Roses and Dre verse on that or Players Anthem,
question.
What are you gonna play?
Okay, you just said Tuesday and Thursday, one of your favorite songs ever. So if that's played when you play your favorite Outkast song, you say
I'm not.
But I'm saying, what if you play first? You play first, and then I put on Tuesday and Thursday.
I lost. I lost.
Out of your favorite Outkast song?
Not my favorite, but if I play some bullshit, then
no,
I lost.
I'm not talking about some bullshit. I'm talking about your favorite. Give me your favorite.
Come on, we're gonna bring this back.
Players Anthem is better than Tuesdays and Thursdays.
And that go to AI Shaq argument. That's all I was trying to do. That's the AI Shaq argument.
It is just a better song, but it's different genres, man. It's different group. But we're gonna bring this back, man. Make sure we remember to do it. Here we go.
The music.
You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stop.
I'm Joe.
I'm Todd.
I'm Hootie, nigga.
And we back like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. It's Sunday, July 12th. It's episode 90.
90.
We almost finna hit that century mark. No imitation crab meat.
Let's see how long that shit goes.
But on the real, man.
Hey, that imitation spoil quick though, don't it?
I don't know, but I know we on 90. And 90 is a big number. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way to 90. Episode 90, man. Shouts out to y'all, boys. I hope outside is open when we can get to 100, because I have some big plans for us. I talked to Birmingham. They're gonna pop the fireworks and shit at the city. We're gonna have a special guest. We're gonna have a bar. We're gonna have fun, man. We want everybody to come out for episode 100. Who might be social distancing still, mask and all that. But that's how I feel when we get to 100. But all in all, man, we back. We back like we never left. Shouts out to all the people on the front line, man. We still are battling the pandemic, man. We still in crazy numbers. I saw one day where we did over 70,000, man, in one day, man.
How many?
70,000 in one day. So be careful, man. Be safe, man. It's hitting home. I know a lot of people that I personally rock with who are being affected, man. To those nurses and doctors, man, who've been fighting this shit since January, man, on their front line, man. can you imagine, at work, how when work get backed up and you just be working hard, and it be like a day or two or a week. But these people have been really doing it for 4 or 5 months now. So shouts out to them, man. Our thoughts and prayers are with y'all, man, and anybody affected by this virus. People are still losing their lives, man, because of this virus, man. Let's not let our guard down because it's not time yet. And hopefully we can get through this sooner than later, man. Other than that, man, where we at with it, Hoop?
Like I said, shout out to the front lines, man. Like you said, like when I think about that, what I think of is when we have 2 or 3 days of hard work. If we wanted to, we could be like, shit, I'm gonna take a day off. I don't feel like doing it. They can't do that shit.
Yeah,
right. They can't do that shit for not even 5-10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? They can't do that shit. So definitely shout out to them. But as far as the week been all right, man. I thought I was going back in the hiding. I spent the whole week in hiding, back in the house. But then yesterday came and I just had that urge to get out. I got the fuck out.
Let me tell y'all something about Huda, man. We have got to
change every 3 days.
We have got to stop listening to this. I'm texting Huda. Listen, y'all. I'm texting Huda yesterday. This nigga said, I ain't coming out the house, man. Fuck that shit, nigga. Even when I drive to the gas station, I got my mask on. I ain't coming outside. I ain't doing it. I text that nigga this morning, like bright and early. Sometimes, oh yeah, I had went and got some pizza at the restaurant outside. And there was a lot of people out there. I'm like,
I sent the tire earlier yesterday. It was.
I'm like, did you just say you weren't going outside? But you cannot listen to Huda.
I got a question about that. I got a question about that. But what I did,
you can't have a question.
I do.
He got a question about his shit.
You can't have a question this early, Hoop.
I can.
We ain't even said our weekend.
It's coming. Your week gonna come. But we went out, man. We went to Avondale last night. What they did, they blocked off like 2 blocks in Avondale, and the restaurants like from Avondale and a couple on down. They brought everything outside to the middle of the street, so they blocked everything off here. Everybody outside. They actually got had a little Jamaican reggae restaurant out there. They were going in over there. But I had a question about that. Like, even though we're at the peak of the peaks of the peaks here in Alabama, do you think that people are afraid of it, or are they going back? I said it's only a few options. People brave, stupid, or we just being pussy. Which one is it?
You can kind of put it on all three, but I'm gonna tell you something else. We went downtown last night, and they was out right there by the Platinum at Birmingham Daiquiris. Oh, they had a block party, boy, because we was about to go and get a daiquiri and leave. They was out there.
That block party must be the new shit, because every time I look on social media, that's all
they
I
was
see.
out there, bro. Food trucks and everything.
But then
no mask in sight.
In some places,
man,
like in New Orleans, they got clubs.
Hey, both y'all niggas can't talk at the goddamn same time, motherfuckers.
Yeah, man, Todd, if only you knew somebody stayed downtown, you could have called to come meet you.
We didn't stop. They were they were having the block party, no mask in sight. All right, I'm gonna keep going.
Oh no, like real talk, Sunday, today, trying to find somewhere to go, trying to support Black. It's nowhere Black in the city that's doing social distancing. You talk about
who really doing social distancing though? Because the white people,
man, it is a lot of places. I went to Slice today. They was doing social distancing. Back 40, they very spaced out. Now it's some other places not doing it, like Avondale Brewery. They just business as usual. But yeah, on a Sunday, it's hard to support Black and want to have a drink on Sunday.
I'm with Baron. You hate Black people.
Dummy.
He can say that.
But
also,
leave it alone, man. All in all, man, people's cool, man, and I'm just trying to see how we gonna move forward, how things are gonna move forward, and I don't know. These numbers are getting crazy and crazy and crazy, and laws are getting more relaxed.
You don't care, nigga.
I do care. That's why I'm out here. I'm outside of this shit. I'm taking precautions. I had to get a big nigga up off us last night. Some big nigga with big jail muscles. You know what I'm saying? Walked up on me crazy. Like, hold on, player, you got to back up. You know what I'm saying? He got no mask on. He just want to ask photography questions. But I'm like, hold on, bro, you got to back up. You ain't got no mask on. I'm trying to be safe out here. You know what I'm saying? All he could do is respect it, but. Niggas crazy, man. Niggas don't care. Back up, big nigga.
Can you imagine interacting with Hooter, trying to get information, and nigga tell you to back up?
Yeah,
hey man, how that came out? Hold up, bro.
Exactly. That's how it went.
He ain't say it that nice either.
I didn't.
How can you say it nice? How can you say that nice?
You can't tell a nigga to back up nicely.
You got, you know what I'm saying? Back up, you got a mask on. I'm trying to be safe out here. I said it like that. I don't think that's saying it mean, yo.
Hey, y'all never. Speaking of saying something nicely, have you ever had that hard conversation you have to have, and it's like, and you play it out before you have it, and it's like no nice way to find to say it,
and then come out even worse once you actually do say it.
What y'all end up doing?
It's no nice way when I then came to the conclusion that my only response is, "Hey, bro, I beat the fuck out of you."
Wait, how you got there? How is that?
Because no, like you go through three things in your head, and you be like, "Okay, that's my only."
In that question, Stock, who were you saying this nice conversation or this conversation was supposed to be with? Anybody or
with any, like, you know what I'm saying, a co-worker or the girl? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I had in mind. That's what I thought you were talking about. Sometimes I just won't say it. Shit. If it gets you know what those kind of conversations. If you get to that point, no matter what happens, it ain't gonna come out right.
I know anytime
I'm not saying it.
Anytime you tell them something that they don't like, food that you know that they ain't gonna like, it ain't no nice way to say it.
Nice,
right?
You're beautiful. This is the issue right here, and you're beautiful. What the fuck you
mean? I'm ugly.
Look, then they be like, "What's wrong with you?" I don't want to tell you something that's going to start an argument. That's what's wrong with me. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather just not talk.
Might as well not say that.
No. I'm saying you can't say that, but in your mind, you're like, "Oh, I just don't want to start an argument, so I'm just not going to talk to you."
Then they'll set you
and
up.
then they,
You can tell me anything. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I didn't really like what.
Yes.
The next 3 days. What's wrong? Nothing.
Big puffy. Big angry response. God damn.
That's when you get that. I just find it funny.
You over there. You over there in the corner growling, but ain't nothing wrong. Fuck you growling for?
You know, I told you how when the little thing get mad and you start steaming and the steam come out the ear. They be over that bitch steaming like a nigga, I know you mad.
Make the little noise. But I guess I said all that to say, man, it was a good week. How was your week, Todd? Shit. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Before your birthday. I'm going to celebrate your birthday. But don't y'all think it's crazy that women find so much stuff funny, but they're not funny?
Dummy.
You trash.
I'm gonna need a response from everybody. I'm gonna need a response from everybody. I'm holding everybody accountable. Rudy, do you find that funny?
You trash.
Hey,
Stop.
I already said it. I find that shit funny.
Todd.
Yeah.
I died.
Hey, look. We ain't got to stay on the law. We already got in trouble. Happy birthday, my nigga Todd.
Happy birthday, nigga. Get that nigga some shit,
gang.
Happy 45th birthday. You be Jordan's back.
Right. That nigga about to get Medicare.
I'll tell you how that go. My nigga, let him do it.
It's our dog birthday, man. Y'all make sure y'all, you know. Man. I'm pretty sure y'all told him happy birthday because somebody said Todd had 15 birthday posts got there. I was like,
hey, Todd is a like person on social media. Mm-hmm. I could never get them comments like people don't like me like that. Todd, you're a very like person.
Wonder why?
That's not just social media.
I can help
I'm
you.
Cool with it.
I can help you out if you want.
Real life, nigga crazy.
Just let me know any point in time if you want to know why.
I definitely understand. Don't get me wrong.
Life media, man.
How your week was, birthday boy?
Man, it was cool, man. Great week. We started it off with the wife's birthday being on the 7th. I think that was a Wednesday of this week. We celebrated her and brought her to real on yesterday on my birthday. 39 years young, man.
Old as fuck.
39, bro. I'm knocking on 40.
Happy birthday to the girl, but we ain't celebrating no women today, man. Mm-hmm. Women been acting up all week.
They've been tripping.
Acting up all week.
They've been entangling about us. Entangling
and not caring about us.
Yeah.
They've been
look. Her birthday is her birthday is entangled with yours. How fucked up is that?
Right.
Is that?
You can't even have your own birthday. It's entangled with her.
It's entangled with her.
Yeah.
We've been seeing all week. Women been doing what women been doing, man.
Yeah.
Women
But
been
yeah,
doing
man.
what women been doing.
Women.
We're gonna get that though.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Keep
But
going,
yeah, man, the week, man, it was a good week. You know, it was with all things considered that COVID got everybody in this whole frenzy. We still managed to find somewhere to go and just kind of be secluded and just duck off and have a few drinks. I did find my new drink of choice.
What's that?
Manhattans. Oh boy.
Who that? What's
Anywhere we go,
so it's multiple of them?
Tell them what it is.
It's almost like an old fashioned in a sense.
Yeah, that's what it is. I had one old fashioned in my life, and that was at Atomic that night we went for Christmas. But Manhattan, oh yeah, them hoes there, they the truth.
I never had one.
Yeah, you definitely like that one, Joe. For real, it's a brown liquor. So
you need to have a birthday every week, my nigga. This is the first time your week ain't been the same.
Yeah.
Right.
My nigga had some shit this week.
Yeah. My man with the bakery shop and all that shit.
Yeah. When we just was searching for something to do. Like I wasn't gonna be denied yesterday, man. Because I've been in the house.
You weren't gonna be denied.
I feel gonna find something to do. But yeah, overall, man, good birthday. Joe, what about your week, bro?
Man, cool week. I almost got well shit. I started off the week them getting a wisdom tooth pulled. That wasn't fun. Then the drugs was okay, but I don't really fuck with drugs like that.
How long did that pain linger? Like how many days?
Man, shit, till about Thursday for real. I tried to stop taking them drugs like Wednesday.
You on them drugs right now? Okay.
That nigga said, how long that pain lasted? About as long as that barbecue he made last week. Remember that nigga say we're gonna eat that shit all week?
Yeah, that shit.
Monday or Tuesday, that nigga.
That shit Sunday and that was it.
It was crazy. One day. I barbecued Saturday. I thought it was gonna go the whole week, but then shit, I had that shit Monday, so I couldn't eat that shit no more. I'm on this bitch eating mashed potatoes and goddamn applesauce.
But the crazy part about it, fool, he knew he was gonna be there by himself. He cooked a fucking feast. Like, why would you cook that much?
For the next week, yes.
So no tooth pull. If your tooth wasn't pulled, you'd have still been eating on it.
Yeah, I would have ate on it. But you can't be biting on no ribs and chicken and shit, and your whole goddamn left side of your mouth pulled out. No.
Should have made us a rib smoothie, my nigga.
They put you to sleep.
That shit the blender.
They put you to sleep, Joe?
They gave me that laughing gas. I ain't laugh.
Yeah.
You sure?
You fine.
He don't remember that shit.
I was in that bitch watching Netflix. Like, you know what I'm saying? I go to the white folks for my dinners. So they be cool. I was in that bitch watching Netflix, and next thing I woke up, I ain't have a tooth.
You making Baron right and right. Hey, you point that shit out. I go to the white folks. Shit.
I like that shit.
I go to a good dinner. I go to a good dinner.
Sunday, that nigga said, I go to white folks.
He said I go to a good dinner. I go to the white folks.
Okay. Hey, I've tried both. This is the first time I got to get the remote and change to Netflix. I made sure I put on some black shit. I put on Black as Fuck. Y'all need to know about this. Hey. Okay. But I was kind of scared. So I was like, damn, are they going to fuck me up if I put on this black shit?
They going to have that nigga in that bitch snacker tooth.
We extracted the wrong tooth. I'm sorry. You have to come back next week. They're going to be the nigga on the hangover.
But besides that, man, we, because the girl, not the girl, the wife that I...
You can't say the girl no more?
Yeah, tremendous. No, she doesn't like that.
Okay. Bob.
She chose to redo the deck, so I had to put together a whole sofa.
Saw that
in 95-degree weather, and then she looked at me like, "Why are you sweating?
Why you not? God damn it! What I said.
I seen the face was on her, and you were working. How that work?
You know how it works, Todd. You're married. You know exactly how it works. I'm outside slaving, like, with the little hex wrench, like, put the shit together.
And that shit probably made you mad,
Yes.
Yeah, because, like, man, you ever be doing some shit, you know what I'm saying? You in there working, and they come in there and say, though, like, you been slaving over that shit. And then they come in there and say the one worst thing, ooh, it's just smoke everywhere. Like, hey man, if you don't get your ass up, like we just see parts all over the place. Man, all that hard shit. Come grab this motherfucking wrench then.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, I was literally putting together a sofa. She was like, so when are you gonna put the sausages on? I'm like, bro, you just asked me to put a whole patio set together. You want me to do both?
Put the what on?
Dummy.
Every time.
The for the barbecue.
Oh, okay.
So I had the barbecue again.
No, he was asking you what you put on the grill.
Oh, just some chicken, some sausages.
You say it like that. That's some burgers.
I know.
Is that
I
something?
wasn't gonna go back.
I was about to say, is that a part of the sofa? What the fuck is that? You put part of the sofa.
And what you put on the grill really not recognizable. So let's leave that alone.
You be forgetting every time we have a big event who grill.
But one time. I've had many big events that I grill. But Stock, how was your week?
It was a cool week. It ain't as eventful as y'all nigga shit. Still over here working, putting shit together, man. Pain. Almost done, man, at the end of all that shit. But all in all, dope week, man. I can't complain about none of that shit.
You the new Todd, man. Your week been the same for the last 8 weeks too.
Hey, I gotta tell you how it is. Maybe when my birthday come, I'll be able to tell y'all that something.
I want you to lie to us, man. You ain't gonna lie.
Well, Stock be doing stuff that he doesn't bring to the podcast because he been doing a lot of home improvement.
And my boy,
That's what he said though. He been saying that for the last 8 weeks. That's what I'm saying. It's just the same.
That's what I've been
saying
doing.
It's not nothing. I know.
But look, you know what though? I got my home improvement project. Once my shit, I'm almost wrapping up. I'm gonna show them to the world, man. You know what I'm saying? What I've been working on, nigga. I've been kind of a little proud of myself. I got big handyman skills now, nigga.
Think him a man from Home Improvement. What's his name?
10 to 2 man take.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. The fly trap that Stock put me on.
Hey,
well, I got about 100 flies in that hole right there.
Oh yeah, man. I got like 2,000 out that bitch. They love that shit, don't they?
Yep. Go right in there. I'm like, I got you.
It was a rough week, man, for men.
Crazy. Tough. It was tough.
It was a tough week for men.
It was a rough week for men that pay the bills.
It was
How dare you?
It was a rough week for men, man. Men have
felt it in my heart.
We have been loyal. Mm-hmm. We have been
faithful,
and we have tried so hard.
Understanding,
and be there for our queens. Mm-hmm. And this week we saw what be happening. You know how they always be like niggas ain't shit and stuff. We saw this week, you know, what be happening when a man just wants to love you.
Y'all.
And I just want to be there for you and be supportive of you. And you turn around and you hurt our hearts. And I think all men were affected by what happens because these are some of the things that we go through on a daily basis, man. Well, all my men out there, man, y'all stay strong, man. You are loved.
You're a tough king.
You tough king. Uplift your. We need this.
You're needed. You're needed, king.
Yeah, you need it. Will and Jada, man, they went to the red table talk, man. We've been seeing that old what his name?
I'm not calling that nigga.
Listen, if you telling me about your face, you better not give me that nigga nickname, goddamn. You better call that nigga his government name.
Hey, no, that ain't the thing. I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to go to the other side or this fence on this one, but I'm about to. Not only
don't go there yet.
Fuck that. Not only did she call him Og, he called him Og. Nigga, I ain't calling you Og. You cursing my wife. Get out of here. The shit is that. Call that nigga
you know what was crazy?
I'm never calling you anything but that fuck nigga that I want to.
For those who don't know what we talking about, Jada Pinkett came out. Jada Pinkett Smith came out and basically said that she everything that August Alsina had been saying, she basically said it was true that they had been having a relationship. She called it an entanglement.
Bullshit.
Did y'all notice, man, when she was talking about how that shit was called an entanglement? You ever notice she did exactly what women always do?
Beat around the bush.
Man, Will said, man, just say what it was. She said, I did. No, the fuck you didn't. You called it an entanglement. Nigga, my man said, just say what it did. Nigga, 2 seconds earlier, she had just called that shit something else, and she act like she said that shit. No, you did not. But I don't know if anybody peeped that, but it just made me think that that's kind of what women be doing.
I did.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. She told the truth, but she did it in a shady way. Because that shit made me look up entanglement. It's it's a complicated relationship, basically, a complicated, difficult relationship, which she was in. But you know what that man was talking about. Was he knocking the bottom out your ass? And she tried to call it some other shit. she called it some other shit though. But yeah, what you about to say, KK? Right?
That nigga fucked up his mouth.
What you knocking the bottom out your ass?
Bruh, okay. This is my thing about her. So, okay, they, like, I'm not with the double standard. They were supposedly on a break, but y'all killed the way for having a baby on the break. Y'all killed
Gab Union. They killed Gab Union for taking them back, too.
They recently just killed Lawrence for having a baby on the break.
He's supposed to got a baby on the break.
Now all of a sudden y'all don't want to be with it. Was a break.
It's supposed to be a break.
It's a break.
Now mind you, I'm not with no break shit. Don't get me wrong.
They wasn't on no break. Hey, can you go on one? Can you go on break when you're married?
If we go on break, we still together for 95 days.
Can you go on break when married?
No. You go on break and be away from each other, but that doesn't give you permission to fuck anyone else.
You better break upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah. Like I go over here, you go over there.
Break from the bed. No. Nobody go over there.
Yeah, go be by yourself for a while. Go figure it out. Cool. Mm-hmm. But no, he never gave her permission to like go fuck somebody else.
Y'all.
And okay, let me pause this. But she chose the nigga that was supposedly like breaking girl services. So you want
services? What kind of services?
No, services.
I mean,
yeah, my bad.
Don't choose the nigga. Shut up. Don't choose the nigga that's breaking cervix. No.
Did y'all?
You know why she wanted to befriend him, huh?
Right.
Befriend.
She wanted that breakup.
Did y'all peep how she said she learned a lot about herself during that situation? I bet the fuck you did.
I wonder what
I just learned so much about myself.
That's when they need a nigga like me on there. What did you learn? Fuck did you learn? Somebody need to ask her a question.
They don't learn no new shit away from me.
No. Somebody need to ask her, will that nigga pay the bills?
The biggest one to me, fool, is I just wanted to feel good. Bitch, what you mean? I can't make you feel good. If I can't make you feel good, don't tell me about nothing else. I'm sorry. I just want to feel good. Fuck out.
Todd, you awfully quiet during this comment. you really come right on in here. He really feel like how the Dummies felt, you know.
Yeah. No.
What you wrote?
I'm just waiting on my turn. I was giving y'all shine. But
what did she write in your cliff notes?
I ain't writing nothing. I'm just gonna.
No, what did she write in your clip?
This is how you respond to it.
Huh? No. One man, I guess I'm just old, but I don't give a shit.
Both sides.
Like I don't give a shit. It ain't no both sides in it. I never cared about it. Like I don't give. No, let me say what I'm gonna say. Like I didn't give a fuck. Like I honestly didn't give a shit about it because at the end of the day, like, okay, are we not supposed to care about the movement that was going on and all that shit? That's my initial thought. But why say something anyway? Like, to me, that shit is just entertainment. Why would you even bring the outside world? You gonna let me talk or what?
I ain't mad at you for thinking that way, Todd. That's perfectly okay.
You let me finish what I'm saying?
There's a lot of shit that we
y'all can't let this nigga do this.
What am I doing? If you shut the hell up, you'll understand what I'm saying. Like I'm just saying, like
saying nothing.
He said
so. You want me to care? You want me to care as much as you care? I don't care about what these millionaires doing. I don't give a shit about it
that much, but give your opinion on this. Don't talk about the movie.
My honest opinion on it. I don't care. What you want me to care about this shit again? I keep saying that.
I guess what he trying to say is, I don't give a fuck either. I just, for the sake of entertainment, I'm just so tired of women treating us like this.
That's what I couldn't get to my point. I couldn't get to my point because
no, come on, y'all. Somebody back me up on this one.
I just said
you can't let him do this. You did. Who did?
What?
Who did?
I mean, I did it because I wanted to engage in this conversation and talk about it. But I'm perfectly okay if he doesn't want to also.
But that's what I'm saying. I was finna say something about it, but you won't shut the hell up and listen.
He doesn't want to talk about
let that man talk. Can't get right shit.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I don't have to agree that he doesn't want to talk about it. He said it.
Go ahead.
Like, he didn't talk about it.
So again, I did not care about the shit. So when it was forced to be talked about like it is now, I just my opinion on it is I feel like that shit is just entertainment. Why even tell anybody about it? Period. We said it when August brought it up the first time. Like, why would you even put your business out in the street like that? I think it's stupid for you to sit down with your husband and discuss another nigga crushing. Like, I couldn't do that. My self-esteem, like I'm about to slap your face off. Like, no. And come on, man. And then this nigga, like, we've all been in the same thing. We didn't have this whole conversation.
So was he being
I ain't doing that shit.
Was he being a bigger man or was he being a simp?
Who will?
Yeah.
He's stronger than I am. I ain't doing that shit.
There you go, Starlight.
I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
That's some simp shit to me. I ain't sitting across from that. I'm sorry. I just
that's what I'm saying.
I might end up being like one of the housewives.
But the thing is, they knew about it. So why would you sit down at the red table? Like, if this is old, why sit down now and talk about it?
They say they felt the need to respond because people were putting words in their mouth and said Jada said, Will said when they said they didn't say anything. And
so
I feel also right. I'm about to say I also feel that if you didn't say nothing, then so what? You didn't say it. But they're in that spotlight where they have to defend themselves somehow, somewhere.
Well, I was gonna say this, for Todd, none of us really gave a fuck about this, Todd. We just wanted to have fun with the topic. But since we were getting serious about a topic that we were having fun with, since Todd don't want to be entertaining with us, I do want to ask something about what Will said. And I'm serious when I ask this. Will said something. He said that it was clutch or key to be able to make mistakes without losing your family. How many people think like that? Like, I made a mistake, but you don't have to lose your family because of a mistake that she made. He was saying that to Jada. Like, I allowed you to make a mistake, or I've made mistakes or whatever like that. But I don't lose my family as a result of the mistake I made.
I agree, but it depends on the mistake as well. Like, if that's the only mistake that's like, I'm just being honest, though. Like, to me, that's probably one of the mistakes that I can't really forgive. Like, I can't go back from. That's not like me personally. I can't go back to that. But I do think you are allowed to make mistakes because shit, we living and doing that every day already. Anyway.
Right.
I'm kind of damn nigga. This shit happen. We record every.
Keep going, man.
But no, I do agree with who. But it is like you can make a mistake, cool. But once you signed up to do this and be in this union, it's mistakes that you say, no, I can't make that mistake anymore. Like, we're all, 4 men that, have got women before. But we just said, I'm not going to do that again because I don't want that to cause problems in my relationship that I signed up for, in my marriage, in my union. So it's some mistakes you just like, no, I'm not going to make that mistake.
Yeah.
So
I get what you're saying.
What y'all saying is it depends on the mistake, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I didn't take out the trash, and I knew the trash needed to be taken out. Okay, cool. But oh shit, I didn't slip my dick in her. No, you shouldn't have. That's a mistake.
Entanglement, man. You got entangled with
it. No.
Ain't no. You just wanted to feel good.
Yes. So I just tell her, like, yes, look, like, nigga, like, no, I want to feel good. But that's something you go through in your marriage. That's not something you go outside.
But that's what he's saying. Like, he said, like, that's what he said. He want to lose his wife over, the whole thing in his family. So
and that's what she was saying.
So are you leaving in that situation?
Yeah.
You asking me?
Are you leaving who?
I'm out of there.
You stop.
I
But also, like off of what Ray said, that's what's basically what she was saying as well. You said you were supposed to handle that at home, but she alleged that she was telling him at home that she wanted to feel good and he wasn't hearing it. So then that's just then what happens.
I do think it like to the point of what they said. I agree with some of the shit that they said, that it's a beautiful thing to know that somebody will love you past your faults or love you past your mistakes and all of that. That really definitely sounds good, but I don't think that I could handle, being cheated on and staying simply because I just feel like I'm not going to be able to get over what you did. You see what I'm saying? So like, I just know me. Like I might replay that shit. You know, like all us, like be real. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna have this conversation, let's just be real.
I was just about to say exactly what you kind of about to say.
It's we've all been in circles in college and in high school and even as adults, whether niggas say it or not, niggas still do this shit where they sit there and talk about what the fuck they did. Mm-hmm. So it ain't that like you're mad about what somebody's saying, but the idea of like a nigga being like, shit, you know that nigga stop? Shit, his old lady, goddamn, all right. Shit, she was just over here last night. And it's a group of other niggas laughing at your ass or looking at you crazy. Right. You look stupid like that. I seen a lot of women post that, like, what Will had to do was what women have been enduring the whole time. If you're not gonna celebrate it when niggas doing it, don't celebrate it when women doing it. It's not right either way, men or women. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you committed to the right thing, that's all I say about it.
Hey, it's hard for me. I can't be in there crushing thinking about the month after July. I just can't do
it. Exactly. Exactly. Because all this coming up.
How did he do it?
Hell no. My thing is, if I'm not gonna put you in that position to when we got damn being intimate that you thinking about some other girl, I don't want to think about some other nigga just fucked you. If I'm not gonna put you in that position, don't put me in that position. Like, nigga, I'm crushing, and I'm thinking, nah, damn, this nigga was just crushing.
Is this moan real?
Right.
It ain't about that moan real. It's like, damn, was she sound like that with him?
Mm-hmm. Was she making moan?
Did she sound different?
Right.
She had big moan over there with him. Little moan.
Were they sweating? Because I don't be sweating no more.
You get routine to fuck when you be goddamn in a relationship for a minute. Nigga that came, he did a backflip in that thing, and you fucked up.
That boy hear all the new moves.
No return at that point.
When a woman cheat, man, you fucked up, man. I'm sorry. Like I hate the one.
I'm not gonna lie. Men not built for that.
I don't have a mental.
Just not built for that.
I don't have a mental capacity.
But some are because we have come across and seen and personally know a few that have stayed in whatever situation they were in, whether it was a marriage.
I bet they was simps.
Girlfriend, huh?
Bet they was simps.
Have any of you niggas ever been cheated on?
I have.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Not that I know.
I'm pretty sure I know that I've been cheated on.
I don't have none that I know.
Right.
But I do believe I have. I do believe I have.
I gave my blessing. Like I gave my blessing.
to him or her. To him or her.
To her. You know what I'm saying? Like I was real quiet, and 2 months later I moved. That was my blessing. That was my blessing.
As a boyfriend, yeah. Oh, you did that? Okay. Well, I'm not gonna give a fuck, and then I moved on.
No, I was a little more invested than that, but not married or nothing. But it was a lot.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
I gave my blessing and I moved.
Right.
Hey, I feel well. Blessing. It made me ask y'all too. And people bring this up a lot, and y'all complete the fifth. I will be okay if y'all do. But do y'all believe that unconditional love is a real thing?
No.
Because
I just gave you a reason why it's not. I'm not letting you get crushed and then I'm coming back. No. Sorry.
Right. And that's what I be trying to like. I believe that love, like,
it's conditions.
There is forms of unconditional love, but I just feel like love between a man and a woman or whoever, a significant other, not to make it just whatever it is. I think that shit has conditions. If them niggas go to crushing other people, that's a condition. Like, I don't want to be in this motherfucker no more. If they go to fucking up the church's money, you probably not going. You might be like, hey man, I can't. If they go to being strung out on drugs and you try to help,
no more debit card for you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different conditions, I believe. What you think, Todd? Because you ain't getting off the hook.
I'm just asking.
No, I'm saying I ain't pleading the fifth, nigga. I'm gonna answer the question.
You care about this one, huh?
Yeah, I do. Hell yeah. Shit, that's hard though. Yeah, I kind of do. I really do because
how is that hard? Why is that hard, Todd?
Because y'all weren't supposed to put him on the spot like that.
You did.
No.
So yes, so you saying yes is unconditional love?
I believe it is. Yeah, it could be because just because somebody cheat on you, that don't mean you stop loving them.
But you,
so like I said again, some people have actually cheat. You know what I'm saying? So
can I ask the question?
Love
what if your wife
in love?
What if your wife right now comes in and stabs you in the heart and you make it? Are you gonna stay with her?
She going to jail. She going to jail.
Are you gonna get a divorce?
I get what you're saying, Todd, but you got to know the difference too. Okay, in love and love is two different things. Like, even if she cheat on me, I'm not gonna stop loving her immediately. But I'm not gonna be in love.
That's what I'm saying.
So in love, Todd, come on now. You know what we mean?
You said who'd I answer the question? I said, yeah, I believe that it is I believe it exists. Put it that way.
Unconditional love.
I
don't think so.
For you,
it just depends on the individual. Like you can't put everybody in a box, man.
For you though, you personally, does it exist for you? Not for people and other persons, for you. Hey, motherfucker. Okay.
That's cool. All right, Todd. That's cool. That's cool.
I do. This is my honest answer. I promise. I do. I believe it is. Yeah. I do.
That's cool.
Well,
like I said, it just depends on the individual.
I feel like, like you said, if somebody cheat, of course you still love them. Of course, you still love them. You hurt. That's why you hurt. You hurt because you love them, and you don't stop loving them even after that. But I think there is a condition to what you're willing to take from that love. Like, I don't love you to the point where like you can go cheat and do everything that you was doing, and I'm still gonna stay here the whole time.
Yeah, no.
You did it multiple times and stuff like that. Nah, I got conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. Yeah. And the conditions is that we treat each other with respect, we honor each other, and that's my condition. That's part of it.
I'm gonna be hurt. Like even after I leave you and I'm crushing other women, I might still think about you. But I'm like, damn.
She did it like this.
I don't really like it like that, but it is what it is. I can't go back to that.
Raise your leg up like my.
So let me ask you this, Joe. Since you got so many fucking questions, why wouldn't you go back? Why couldn't you go back?
All right. As a man, I would tell you that men are sensitive to that, and I am sensitive to that, and that's something I just couldn't go back to.
You sensitive to everything.
Cool. I'm willing to fight about most things.
That's fine.
But that's something, I mean, we will always say, besides you, that's a no-go. Sorry.
Why?
Besides who?
When I say it.
Besides who, Todd?
Besides Todd, yeah.
Just because you don't like my fucking answer don't mean like it ain't the truth. Like, that's your truth.
No,
your truth and mine is different.
I didn't say it was the truth. I said everyone else thinks one way besides you. That's all I said. Is that not the truth?
That's the truth.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth.
Hey, look, what's that little bluff when the nigga at the scores table? You know, that nigga Todd out, man. He not participating.
Right.
He ain't on this side.
Like Todd, we all said our wife couldn't cheat on us, and we continue. You said your wife could cheat on you, and you're going to continue.
That ain't never come out of my mouth.
You said that's unconditional love. You said that's.
I said that's unconditional love.
That's unconditional.
Yes, and you have unconditional love.
So did you ask me the question if Tamika cheated on you, or did you ask me was it unconditional love?
I'm not going to ask you that direct question.
Let's see.
So what the fuck you talking about?
That's what you said. That's what they were saying.
Okay.
That's what the other guys were saying.
Let's get out of here, man. The story that you did a couple podcasts ago, who you did a story about the restaurant. You know, the black kid and the mom tried to go into the restaurant. They suing for $150,000. Basically saying that they was being discriminated against, and that that they weren't allowed to be seated in that restaurant, and there was other kids that they showed in that restaurant that was just like he was. And they suing about it. I don't know if y'all had saw that. I just wanted to bring a follow up to it because sometimes stories we bring up, it's always good to follow up and see where we at with it.
I saw it. I didn't see the amount though, and I don't think that amount is enough. I think they should be going for more and as much as they can. But then sometimes I get it that maybe that right there could possibly cripple that business, especially in these times right now. So get all that you can get right now. Get them.
Most of them niggas be having insurance coming to pay that shit out.
That's why they should go.
I think 150 is a pretty good amount. Like you wasn't inconvenienced that much. You wasn't allowed.
Bro, you don't know that. I don't know because I think when I think of shit like that, and that lady have to do all that explaining in front of her young kid, that could fuck that kid up for a long time.
It do make him ask questions. And kids, when they get to a certain age, because he was 9, when they start getting to a certain age, they do have more complicated questions that you kind of like. You got to think about the answer. I remember Jordan had asked our pastor one time. She was like, if God was such a good man, or if Jesus was such a good man, why didn't he have a wife? I just was like this.
Hey, hang on.
I'm not in it. That's what Jordan asked a pastor. She was like 9.
Y'all, Jordan will ask you some questions that you can't even answer as a goddamn whatever age.
Right. That's even.
I just have to look at Jordan,
and that's even more reason why I think she should do everything she can get.
Okay.
And it made me think. Like, do y'all think that stuff like we seeing all these cases come back? New York, you saw whether the man who was bird watching, and the lady who wouldn't leash her dog, she was prosecuted this week. Charged with basically like a false criminal report or whatever she tried to do. But if y'all saw, my man said that he's not interested in pursuing any more charges. He said that he thinks that she suffered enough. Tying these two stories in, do you think in this instance, do you think like that maybe she has suffered enough? She was fired from her job.
She lost a lot.
Her name is out there. Would y'all have continued to put your foot on the gas and make sure that she was prosecuted or saw that all the way through, or would you have pulled back and just be like, man, I ain't got time for it?
I think it goes back to like the last conversation we had. Like, even whether it's your spouse or whoever, man, I think you should give people a chance to make it back from their mistakes. So I do think that she's lost a lot, which makes him a bigger man than a lot of men, because a lot of people will be trying to go and prosecute her to the worst extent possible. Right. You know what I'm saying? But she suffered a whole lot as well too. So I think
which is a good answer. And I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm just adding more context to this conversation. Like, some people are saying, well, what if what she wanted would have happened?
He did that.
He could have possibly lost his life.
Right.
In my opinion, she lost enough for what happened. Yes, what she would have done if it would have came to to fault, that could have been different. But for what happened, he wasn't inconvenient. She lost a job. She's not probably going to be able to get a job at this time. All being said, she lost enough.
But with that being said too, though, do the courts have enough without him? You know what I'm saying? Getting involved to do something. They have tape. They have
tape. Part of his statement said that if the DA wants to keep going and pursue it, go ahead. But I don't.
I feel like he's done his part, but it's still up to the courts to do everything that they need to keep doing as well, though. So.
And they might get up with a little light sentence or something, but like I think Buddy doing the right thing. He done with it. Like, you can go and move on to something else. I mean, I think
at the end of the day, her and many other women like her will not do that because they see the consequences of it.
And with him,
at the end of the day, that's what matters.
With him, he's also showing true humanity as well. Like, I'm not supposed to want to harm people. I'm supposed to want right.
This is the right way to do it. That's why I say he didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Do y'all think that sometimes we show humanity a lot? Like, when I say we black people, we give grace, we give leniency, we show humanity in situations and instances where we know those people wouldn't show us the same kind of respect.
This is the craziest thing that we have to do. We are the most forgiving people out of anyone. Like, any other race says, you did this, I need that immediately.
Unless you cheat on me.
No, I was just about to say that. Unless you cheat.
That's only a quarter of us. And Will Smith. A quarter of the dummies and Will Smith. But
a quarter in Will Smith.
But like we say, hey, I just want to be included. So, okay, you did this. Cool. Stop doing that, maybe. But that's not fair. Like, when are we gonna say this is not enough? Like, you have to stop doing this.
I mean,
like,
I think we're saying that now, but then also I don't want us to lose our humanity over trying to be like them too much.
Right, you don't want to be right.
So
you don't want to
we're saying that now. We're saying it's not enough. We need more. We want more. But I'm not going to stoop to your levels either.
Give me more that means something in the long run than, you know what I'm saying, the shit to pacify me right now.
I say that for a lot of reasons too, because y'all remember the incident that we had at my house that time when, the lady thought that, nigga stole her. I actually could have, and I'm pretty cutthroat when it comes to little shit like this, but I was lenient because when the police jurisdiction finally contacted me and they told me everything, one of the captains was like, I wouldn't tolerate this from none of my, and he was a white guy. He said, I wouldn't tolerate this from none of my officers if they behave like this and acted like this. And at this point, this was what, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago now.
2 years ago.
Yeah,
but he said he wouldn't have tolerated this from any of his people. And I was told where she worked. And where she works was in a correctional facility where she actually interacts daily with people who probably look like us and things like that. And they said that if I were you, I would report this to the employer. And,
because ain't no telling what she doing in that motherfucker.
Honestly, me, I was just like, I feel like enough has been done, da da da. And I was like, man, I ain't going that far. I couldn't. I didn't have enough anger, or I wasn't still mad enough to even go that far. And some days, like even like months after that, I thought about like maybe I probably should have, just because for people who going forward, not necessarily for me, but for somebody that might happen to, and maybe they do lose their life or they do lose their livelihood behind that shit. Maybe I need to be the one to press forward. I didn't, but I'm just saying. To that conversation that we were just having, like I was in a situation where I kind of granted leniency.
In that situation, I would have pushed for you to go forward because her working in those correctional facilities, the type of people she's dealing with.
And it's the same thing.
And the possibility of who she's mistreating.
She thought she was at work that night or something, fool.
I agree, but she was fired. So
now, I'm gonna get killed for this, but as black men, and then it's something that, like, even to that women versus black men, it's something that they might not have to deal with, but they also see because you come home to them. But it's something that we just take as a burden of being black men. We take that racism. We take that you think I'm being aggressive, or you think that I'm harming you. We take that as black men and just say that's something that goes with being black. And we've all have done it. Not saying it's right. Don't get me wrong. It's wrong as fuck. But it's something as black men we've come to like accept. Being honest.
I get what you're saying, and that is true. We do accept stuff and we take it on the chin a lot. But one thing that I don't like, and I'm not talking about you specifically, Can't Get Right, so don't think I am. But one thing that I don't like right now is a black issue is a black issue. A black issue is all people's issue. If you're allowing people to be discriminated against or treated a certain way because it look like it could easily be you because of the color of your hair or whatever it be. And the reason I say that is because I have seen on the internet or the news where, like, right now it's like a lot of the black community is struggling, or we trying to find our footing and have things change. And then you see a lot of different subsets of different subgroups that's like, well, black women been treated like this for the longest, or black men been treated. Hey man, I have sisters. So I have a mother. I have a grandmother. Black men think the world of their grandmother. Black men are very protective and supportive of their sisters. So if something is wrong with you, or you're having an issue, I have an issue too. Mm-hmm. Just like black women have brothers or fathers, and if something's going on with them, they feel it too. So like we all in it together. I just hate that I'm seeing a lot of, in some cases, not a lot, but in some cases I'm seeing where it's like, oh, well, this is our struggle. oh, this is our struggle. We all in the same boat, and we all have similar transgressions that we all trying to fix together to better our whole community as a whole. And I just don't like some of the division that's going on, or saying, well, black women, because you said aggressive, like black women have a gripe about some people feeling like they're too aggressive in their approach. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it to be divided where it's just black women, black men. No, we all together, and we all got some things that we gonna overcome, and we're gonna overcome this together. I saw somebody post that, oh, black men never take up for black women. But then you see this group down in Louisiana. Forgive me if I can't remember their name. Something about something gun club. A white organization was very hostile towards black women, and all of the men showed up with guns to protect those women and
Baton
beat them.
Rouge, I think.
I saw where a white man tried to punch and beat on a black woman, and nothing but black men beat up on that man for doing that, for hitting and putting their hands on. So, like, I don't want to get divided and pull us apart when we in something that we need all of us to be together with. And that's just my personal opinion. I ain't on tangent. I hope nobody don't.
I'm gonna make light of it. Go ahead.
Hang on. Let me reply. He was talking about me.
Hang on.
But no, I wasn't. Man, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I'm not.
You said I was talking about you, and I'm not. So before
I just said that.
You said he was talking about me.
He wasn't talking about me.
Okay.
What? Yeah,
I'm confused.
He said it wasn't.
Cool.
Okay. Go ahead.
Cool.
Go.
Damn.
I just wanted to spit out.
What I was going to say is, I said that, just clarify, after your statement, that wasn't about me, and I don't think it was, even after your statement, that black women can't really understand how it is to be a black man, and a black man can't understand fully how it is to be a black woman, because they're so marginalized. Like, they go to the doctor and not treat it right because they're saying, oh, she's strong because she's black, or she's this. So it's the same thing. Like,
I don't agree with, but I don't agree with them saying that, though, because I feel like we do stand up for them, for black women, and I think that black women do stand up for us as well.
Standing up and fully understanding.
I ain't saying understanding. No. What Stock said is that they feel like black men don't support or don't fight for black women, like things like that. And I'm saying I disagree with that.
Listen, there is instances of that, but we're talking about us four. Us four, we understand the struggle.
All I'm saying is this. I don't understand what it's like to be a black woman, and I don't understand the problems and issues. They may not understand how to be a black man, but we both understand that we're black. And that's all I'm saying.
Yes.
I want to fight a black woman. If I don't understand what you're going through, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm going to stand with you because you're a black woman, and I want to stand with you because my sister's black. My mom is black. And I want you to stand with me because I'm a black man and you understand what it's like to be black. Because at the end of the day, my issue may not be your issue, but our main issue is we're black. And we need to stand together with it. That's all I'm saying. I hope it don't come off wrong. I hope it don't sound like this. All I'm just saying is I might not understand your issue. You may not understand mine, but we both have the same issue of being black, and we both are marginalized in different directions, in different ways. But to do this and change this, we got to do it together, not divide it, and not let them divide us into each different issue.
You hear that? That's from a black man. So stop saying black men don't support y'all. We do.
No. Let me tell you something personally I do.
No, I'm saying like you said it.
When my wife goes to the doctor and they say, and she's hurting, and they say, oh, we didn't find anything. I say, hey, go to someone else.
Get a second opinion.
It's been showed that they don't diagnose our women like that. So no, I have good insurance. You can go to 4 or 5 other doctors. That don't mean I understand what you're going through, but I understand your problem. Just like she wants to see me come home. Like, she might not know what I'm going through, but she wants to see me come home. Right. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. Because like I said, we all black, and we all need to stick together.
Yeah.
And we're going to do this together, and we're going to grind power together in this shit, regardless of what people saying and all the different celebrities who support this and support that. We're gonna do this shit together.
Speaking of black and celebrity, did y'all follow the T.I.'s lead on July 7th and not spend any money unless it's with a black business. I didn't know that there was a caveat in there. Unless it's with a black business, I thought it was just don't spend any money on July 7th.
I was all black that day.
Mm-hmm. I ain't spending a dime.
I ain't spending
everything she had to have. I got it before that day, so I ain't spending a dime that day.
I ain't spending them, but I made my mind to spend some with a company that day, which is in black, unfortunately. It was Vans, because they decided that on their website, if you go in there to order, they were like, specifically, go spend some money with a black company. You know what I'm saying? These shoes can wait, these Vans can wait.
That was dope.
And that made me, and I didn't go on their website to buy anything that day. I think Can't Get Right sent it in the group. I was like, that's dope. I'm gonna buy some Vans.
Right.
I didn't spend money with Vans that day, but the next day, like they said, I bought Vans.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
Cause that's dope. Like,
that's dope.
Yes, if you say you for the people, like, all right, supporting black is cool. Don't get me wrong, but if a company that's not black is like, hey y'all, don't fuck with us today. Cool. I'm gonna fuck with you tomorrow.
That's basically what they said, though, for real.
And that probably got them more money.
Like, right. I would have never bought Vans. I'm not a Vans type person. I don't like low cut shoes. I make my feet look too big. But I bought, you know what I'm saying, me and the wife shoes.
Damn.
But
mine, you talk too much, man. Mine came, and you know what I had to hear? Why you ain't buying me no Vans?
I told you that 3 days ago.
Damn, they came already, though?
Yeah, mine here. I got them yesterday.
Mine's, like, it's a business, so they were supposed to come Saturday, but they probably ain't gonna come to Monday because they don't deliver on the weekend.
Mine came yesterday.
Yeah.
Which was the Saturday.
Speaking of blacks, I want to power up and give a big shout out to the first black female fighter pilot, Madeline Sweigel, I think is her name. She just basically became the Navy's first black female fighter pilot. Want to give a huge shout out to her, man, in her endeavors and her, becoming, breaking down milestones and barriers, man. Shouts out to her on that one, man. I don't know if y'all saw that. We didn't necessarily have to stay that long, but I definitely want to highlight her on her major accomplishment, on what she, pulled off.
She brave as fuck. I'm scared to get on a plane, let alone fly one. Fly one fast.
She shooting shit in the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Super brave. I commend you.
But big shouts out to her there. Make sure she get her flowers, roses, and fireworks.
Right there, at that point when he said,
on time, nigga.
Right there, Dez.
Right. That shit gonna come when I bring up Pusha T and Drake.
Right.
Yeah, Pusha T and Drake, they back at it again, man. I don't know.
That was Young Thug.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's Pusha T, Drake, Young Thug. It all transpired this week. Young Thug came out with a comment, basically after a leaked verse came out.
It's a pyramid scheme
for Pop Smoke album.
Pop Smoke album. That's what it was. Pop Smoke dropped the album. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. I don't know if y'all had a chance to hear that, but if you haven't, make sure you get your ears on it, man. For Pop Smoke, Pusha T put a verse on a song there where he took shots at Drake. A lot of people was coming out saying, is this beef dead? Was this the wrong time? Young Thug chimed in basically saying that don't do that shit on my partner album. This was the wrong time to do that. Do that shit on your own music. Pusha T basically responded to Young Thug, basically saying like, I don't need your approval or your respect to do what I'm doing. I just wanted to see what y'all thoughts was on it. We talked about Pusha T and Drake a lot on here. We had different opinions on who won, who didn't, all that different shit. But at this point in the game, do y'all think that Pusha T is allowed to say something? Is it cool? Are y'all okay with what it was Pusha T said or did? And did y'all hear that verse?
Allowed? He's allowed. I think he's allowed because technically that's his artist. That's his artist, and they're doing the ones that's doing business together. But is it out of line? I think it's out of line as well, though. You know what I'm saying? And it also still does depend on when that verse was made also. If that verse was made when he was alive, I'm perfectly okay with it. But if that verse was made once he passed away and you're throwing shots on that song at that time, then that's not okay to me. So it depends on the timing of when it was made. But I do think he's allowed to do that if he wants to do it.
That shit just played out to me, man. It's been years of that shit going on. Like, y'all had y'all sparring match. Y'all did y'all thing. Just make your music, man. We're going to listen to it, Pusha. I promise you, we going to play your shit. If it's good, we'll get replay value. But you don't have to do that at this point.
Question, Todd. Do you think more people is going to listen if he does that? Because do you think
I think the same amount of people going to listen regardless because it's Pusha T, he can rap.
I think more people listen to it because I'm going to be honest. To me, my personal opinion, I feel like Pusha T can rap. I always can rap. I always made dope music. Right. But I think that he fell off for a long time. Like, to me, we wasn't checking for Pusha T music. We wasn't listening to it until that feud with Drake. I feel like that boosted him back up a lot.
And he saw that boost and want to keep doing it.
And once that, I feel like, at this point. But at the same time, I mean, Drake do take shots. Drake never stopped taking shots at people. So, I feel like it I don't mind him taking shots. I probably wouldn't have used this time to do it because, like Young Thug say, it do look opportunistic.
And I get why Young Thug's mad too, because it looks like when you're on a song of that nature and somebody else is throwing shots, it looks like you play a part in it.
Yeah, it's just like me. It's just like you hanging out with somebody I don't rock with.
Right. That's like me and you. That's like me and you going to you a robber. Me and you going to the club and you rob somebody. Nah, nigga, don't rob nobody with me. Yeah, I'm gonna get the shit. Nah, nigga.
Like who to say? I do want to know, like, if this was before or after Pop Smoke death. That plays a huge part, and like you said, it's not like Pusha T was kind of cold for a second before he got into it with Drake. Now he makes great music. His last album was pretty good,
right?
But would we have listened without the Drake beef? I don't know.
I would have listened. I would have listened. I ain't gonna lie. I listen to everything he comes out with. I think he's a good artist, and I think he's gonna have a good crowd whenever he comes out. But I think he's gonna be bigger with doing. I can't
argue the fact with you and Todd saying that y'all would have listened. But what I can say is what we have been talking about it. Because Pusha T never stopped making music, and I don't never remember y'all coming to me telling me about a Pusha T album until this one came out post Drake beef.
Because it was good. Like, you know how that group go. You put something in that bitch you want to, that's trash. You gonna get your ass handed to you.
So if you said it was good, so
this recent album, but I'm saying, like you said, I'm agreeing with you when you say he was cold. I get it. So if that album before this last one wasn't good, I'm not gonna bring it to you anyway.
What's the name of it?
I'm about to look and see.
Yeah, you gotta look and see.
I can't think
of the Wrath of God or something like that.
I can't think of the last album either.
I think it was the Wrath of God.
It was 2 years ago, y'all.
I can't think of
the I think it was the Wrath of God.
Before this.
But I can't think of the most recent one name either. So you can't use that logic, is all I'm saying.
It's a recent
one? Just said it was the Wrath of God. I think that's what the last one was before this one.
And it was a nice
I knew the name of it, but I just,
The most recent one was
King Push.
Ago, right?
It was King Push.
Daytona King
Push was. Yeah.
Yeah, my name.
Hey,
fool, stop. All of his shit was nice. I ain't gonna lie. Like the King Push, My Name Is My Name, Daytona, all of them was dope.
I'm missing. Let me state my position again. I'm not saying that it wasn't nice. Pusha T has always been able to rap. What I'm saying was nobody was talking about those albums around here. I'm not talking about the masses. A lot of people. I never heard you talk about that album, or talk about.
Because I liked it and I listened to it, so I know I put it in the group.
No, you didn't.
I probably wouldn't have listened without him beefing with Drake. I'm not gonna lie.
That's all I'm saying. I feel like they gave, and I'm not knocking. Like, I know it coming off as bad, and it's gonna sound bad. I don't give a shit. But what I'm saying is, I don't remember a lot of people around here paying attention to him. And then prior to paying attention to him, prior to this Drake beef, you wasn't really paying attention to him unless he was beefing with Birdman and Wayne.
Facts.
I listen to the music, so I can't speak for all of the masses.
I'm not saying that you didn't listen. I said you wasn't talking about it. You wasn't promoting. You didn't send it to the group and tell me to go listen.
We were having a conversation like we're having now.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Thank you, Todd.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you get that? You get that, huh, Todd?
I got that. I got everything you said.
Hang on. What he don't get?
What don't I get?
You tell me.
I don't
know.
Did y'all?
Man, what do you get? I want to know.
What you about to say, Stop?
Did y'all check out Summer Walker album? What was it? Life on Earth, the EP.
No.
Did y'all have a chance to go through that?
No. I want to though, because the last project I like.
I honestly didn't get a chance to skim through it. Like I didn't.
I listened.
What you think?
Well, I mean, if none of y'all listen to it, we'll come back to it. But I thought it was pretty dope. She makes good music, man. Like you can't deny that.
Yeah, she does.
It's a vibe. It's a little got a nice little vibe to it. And am I gonna probably play it again after this week? Probably not.
Not even for crush music.
I would play that more for like just chilling, cleaning up, just relaxing or something, you know?
Around the house shit.
Yeah, just some around the house shit or driving on up the slab kind of music. It's perfect for something like that. Down for Your Love, man. Snow Allegra drop, man. I was personally going on that bitch thinking it was about to be a whole EP or about her work, and it ended up just being a single. But being that it was a single, did any of y'all click on it? What y'all thought about it?
That shit smooth. That shit real smooth. But she did hit jab with that NA section of Puerto Rico. That nigga show goddamn West Coast weave jab with that album. I thought it was the album too. I'm talking about I hit ad soon as I seen that shit.
I thought it was gonna be something. I didn't get
single like a mother.
I ain't listened to it, and I ain't listened to it on purpose because of my single rule. And fuck y'all, my single rule is if it's not. What was my exception, Todd? It was 2 songs, and I had exceptions.
Oh my god!
My exceptions was because they were talking about like the George Floyd and the movements and the Black Lives Matters and the things like this is talking about love and sex and fucking and bitches. So that doesn't fit my exception criteria. Fuck that. Every rules have exceptions. But I love her music. So I was hoping it was gonna be a project so I could listen, but I'm gonna wait until something comes out. Her putting the single out tells me something's coming soon, and I hope something's coming soon.
Yeah, it was dope. It was definitely, like Todd said, it was smooth. Like I said, I thought it was gonna be an EP, but I enjoyed that single, and hopefully, the big body of work coming behind it. So, I got a study for you.
Let's study. What we studying?
A study claims that money actually can buy happiness.
I could believe it because every time I have a little money and buy something, like my shit just came I was super happy.
According to a new study that was published in the scientific journal, emotions is money. Basically, emotions. They say money can buy. Mm-hmm. I don't know what y'all was thinking about it, but I want to bring it up because every time we see a study, we always try to get to it. But
I never.
How y'all feel? Do y'all think that they always say money can't buy happiness, but do y'all think it can?
I never believed that phrase. That money doesn't buy happiness. I was like, show me. And every time I buy something, I get excited. And also, then why would there be studies saying that when you spend your money on vacations and trips and experiences, more so than material things, it makes you happier?
Right, and the more money you have, you can do more of that.
Exactly. So if that's the case, then how do you can't tell me that and tell me money doesn't buy happiness? That's just
I do.
But I do think that there are some people who are broke and just are pure happy as well too, though. And money can't fuck you up. But ultimately, I would love to have money to be more happier.
Look, I love to travel. I love to be able to say, look, babe, I bought this ticket for us to go, such and such. I love to be out with my friends and say, hey, this round on me. That makes me happy. Traveling and using my money and buying drinks and using my money makes me happy.
Mm-hmm. Like
so being able to turn the motherfucking lights on makes me happy too.
It does. But honestly, being
able to do that, and in addition to the other things, makes me happy.
What made me one of the happiest most recently, is food. Just a couple things, mainly booking the DC trip, because we have been talking about trips and shit and doing that shit for the longest, food. But just talking about it and actually going through with it when we booked that DC trip, or just booking a trip, like think about when we booked the beach trip, how excited we be 2 weeks before, a couple of days before, a month before. Nigga, that'd be the best time to us, you know what I'm saying? Just booking those type of trips and shit like that.
We talked about that DC trip and everybody booked and had the already in like 2-3 days. That makes me happy. I had the money to buy the flight and send the money for the Airbnb.
And
makes me happy.
It's even more true now because I'm sad that we may have to cancel.
Yeah.
I'm not sad. I want to go, but if we don't go, then I got some more money to do some more shit with. Because money makes me happy.
I want to go, like they said though, but not to get material things, to experience new things. That would have been.
Nigga, I'm gonna experience putting some shit on the porch.
That's material.
I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to stay in the Airbnb. But I'm going.
Hey, it's paid for. It's already paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, my problem is not just getting to Disney.
Hey, Tom, we gonna have a blast.
Hey, but you gonna get on a flight? I don't
want to be on no flight next
right.
shoulder to shoulder with no nigga who over there hacking and coughing.
If we get our money back, let's drive.
Yeah.
Let's drive. We got
Delta not gonna. Yeah, we on Delta. Delta is not gonna.
Even if you got trip insurance, they just give you something else.
They just put it on another flight. They just give you flight credit.
That's that bullshit. I only got it because I thought I was gonna get my money back.
No, you not gonna get your money back.
I don't care about the flights. The only reason I would insure this because I was thinking I wouldn't go because of Corona, not because I want to go somewhere else. I could.
Nah, that only insures you can use that money towards another flight.
Yeah, towards another flight. And as cheap as that flight was,
that shit ain't gonna even matter.
One way. Yeah, somewhere one way.
Oh well, I guess I'll take that L. I'll take that L. Fuck it.
Me and Ty gonna be that Airbnb living.
Y'all have fun. You gonna come back dying. Y'all have fun, goddamn.
I went living, came back dying. Living to die here.
Yeah, go ahead.
There go that title again.
Living to die, guys.
Living and die.
Crazy.
Sports, man. We saw that we speaking of living and dying in sports, man. Shit getting real, man, with the Corona, man. We seeing that a lot of we saw that the Ivy League this week canceled their season. SIAC, is it the SIAC?
SIAC, however you say it.
Yeah, whatever.
SIAC.
They got their sports out of there. We seen a lot of different. The Big Ten and the Pac-12 basically said that they was getting rid of non-conference games.
As if the shit don't exist within the country. Okay.
And I want to talk about that because we saw that USC and Alabama got rid of their season opener. We seen a lot of different people basically getting rid of these games, man. Do y'all think that we're gonna have college football this year or NFL football this year? Yes or no?
No, because I don't feel like how can you justify that we're not going to play somebody in Missouri, but we're going to play teams out of Illinois and Michigan and New York and West Virginia. Like, I don't see how you can only say we're going to play the teams from within this area. That just makes no sense to me.
I agree.
If the virus is everywhere. So if you cancel any games, to me, I just think you should cancel all games.
The only thing I thought about that was maybe
moving it to spring.
The only thing I thought about was maybe perhaps that, a lot of times for some schools that those first 1 or 2 games be non-conference, and then they start getting in the conference. But we starting to see that change. So maybe that's the rationale that they was going for.
That don't work for me though.
I'm not saying that they do. I was just saying maybe that's what they was thinking about.
I want them to give me a list of things of why they say that. Like what studies you did and what information you got to come up with that decision to conference only. Because like we saw, Harvard and Yale and all of them guys was like conference only. And a week later it was like nothing. We out of there. Yeah. We ain't doing shit.
So, well, I do understand for most cases. Okay, Alabama plays that big first game. But besides that, only their conference games matter.
But not everybody do that.
Not everybody does.
And I'm not going to always say that that's true because sometimes those games matter. Because like I think us playing Texas mattered.
It did.
Like shit like that mattered. And Alabama playing USC matters.
They don't get the dog shit out of them. That's a different type of thing.
Right, but if USC, right. I agree. But if USC wins that game, imagine how that changes things. So it matters.
And like you said, with it mattering, a lot of bigger schools are not playing that money game like that, or they're not paying as many money games. So like,
not only that, they still say they're going to have the playoffs. So you're still getting into some type of non-conference.
But this is my big question: what they going to do about the fans? Are they going to do it like every other sport, like soccer? They don't have any fans in there.
They hadn't said anything about that yet, but I doubt you can really have fans, or if you do, it's going to be half of what your capacity is at the most. And to me, that's still too much in one area.
I think so too. They got to go
no
further.
way to have
$100,000 to $50,000. That's still
and also these schools that play any school that has to play a money game should not be playing because they're not gonna get that money that probably pays for their whole program. So if you play like UAB, for example,
it look like that ain't happening no more.
Or Alabama State, yes. Any team that has to play a money game should not be playing this season.
I look at that different.
That's not going.
I look at that different though, because money game wasn't also about just going to that stadium. It was also about the TV revenue that you got. So if no fans, so no fans can come there, that's more people that actually get to watch the game. So
you still get the money.
We saw that what award show that was. That was the NFL draft. It was the most televised draft because nobody could actually be there. So you might actually, just like we seen with these verses and all these different the BET awards and all this different shit, you may see a different experience. And I think that money game is still money because people still got to watch it.
Oh no. What I'm saying is all these big conferences saying they're only playing conference games, then that eliminates the money game.
Yeah, like Alabama State playing Auburn. That's money game for Alabama State.
Yeah.
But if you have to play the money game, you shouldn't play it.
You shouldn't play at all. Right. Because that's putting you in a bigger loss.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. But if they move it, go ahead.
Well, go ahead, Todd.
I was just gonna say, man, I was just finna wrap it up. Like, I mean, just move it to spring, shit. You know what I'm saying? So we can still get, I
think that's
something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to cancel it all together.
What are y'all gonna do without football, man?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, this is unprecedented.
Podcast 4 times a week.
I'm down.
If we get it for the spring, boy, that's basketball and football.
Imagine if we have 3 episodes a week, boy. Our numbers will be moving.
I'm down.
That's too much money to dads, though. We need to renegotiate. We gotta
come on, T-Ball.
We gotta renegotiate.
Gotta go back to the table. Negotiate the deal.
But yeah, man.
What the fuck are we gonna talk about?
But I think that's a tough thing too, is moving it to the spring. I think like those Harvards and those Yales and those people, they can move it because recruiting isn't like that as far as it is with the SECs and the Big Tens and the Pac-12s. Like those dudes make their decisions in fucking before Christmas, and sometimes they're at school or in school in the spring for the next year. So that's going to affect a lot of things as well as does it delay the next season? Because this college football, man, you can't ask these kids to play in the spring and come right back and play in the fall.
Question, Hugh. Say you're Trevor Lawrence and they start the season in February. Are you playing?
Yeah, I'm Trevor Lawrence. I'm playing. I'm a competitor because I'm a competitor and I'm playing. And as a quarterback, when you lose a season, you're not getting better. Like he does have to get better. He didn't have the best of seasons last year. He actually had a worse season than his freshman year. So to me, he needs to come back. Like he doesn't. I think he's still going to get drafted higher. But for him personally, and for me personally, I would want to come back and get better.
We saw Tua. What he tore?
But he has a history of injuries as well. But so I don't know if,
how would you risk that?
Because he still got drafted high and he's still coming in as a starting quarterback. So if Tua's my example, I'm okay with that.
That's true.
More so than these college players who know how to put film on tape. I feel bad for like that senior in high school who kind of being underlooked, and he could have had an explosive year this year. They could have propelled him over the top, and he's not gonna have an opportunity to be able to play. That's crazy.
Yeah, you probably got to walk on now.
And like, I didn't get any scholarships or anything until after my senior season.
If you had let me finish, I was going to say that, but
you didn't get no scholarship after your senior season. My bad.
No, I was going to say you fuck nigga.
Get that nigga Joe.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Share my
point, nigga.
My bad. I'm sorry.
What I was gonna say is like you two niggas, for example, like y'all probably got y'all scholarship off of y'all senior year, so that is fucked up if they don't get the opportunity. And even if they move it, coaches ain't gonna have a chance to recruit and do the things that they need to do. You got spring practice, you like a whole season. You want them to recruit? How they gonna do that?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, because I don't know why you got mad at me for not knowing what you was about to say. My bad.
Right. But, and to the point, not even trying to be funny, but my offer started coming in going into my junior year. So, like I said, I feel bad for people who might not be getting no offers, or maybe they wasn't featured in their offense, who they only year starting is their senior year, and they might would have balled out and made you turn heads, you know what I'm saying, to start getting their offers. Those are the people I feel, kind of bad for.
Mm-hmm. That's tough, man. NBA, they showed up at the bubble. It's getting closer. We're going to have some kind of sport, man. We're going to have some kind of competition.
Do y'all think that starts? Do y'all think the playoffs really start?
Yeah, I think NBA starts.
Yeah. They ain't going to the show for nothing. Yeah, they going forward.
I think they all in, man. They spent $1 billion on the bubble. Ain't no turning back from that.
Yeah.
Even if they got to get some, if they got to get some. If LeBron plays, nigga, if LeBron's with it and he doesn't get diagnosed, the NBA is happening. In my opinion.
I just don't. I mean, as big as a basketball fan I am, this season just gonna have an asterisk by it. Whoever wins the championship.
Good or bad asterisk though? Is it a good or bad one? Because I think they fight
bad because that's just like Barry Bonds hitting them goddamn home runs, and he on steroid, but you can't prove it. Everybody's not gonna be playing, in you know what I'm saying? Everybody's not signing up to play. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell y'all
the only thing I say about that, you don't discredit what was it, the 2000 San Antonio?
Spurs.
I do. Like, that's an asterisk. That's because it was a lockout season. I do. I don't consider them the champ. The best teams didn't play. They played the Knicks, man. They swept the Knicks, man. They played the Knicks. Latrell Sprewell, Allen Houston. Come on, man.
That was who got there.
Huh? I'm trying to see what you mean by there. I want to know what you mean by the best.
What is the best team in the East that year?
With Allen Houston, yes, the Knicks was the best team out the East that year. Who was better?
It wasn't the Knicks.
Allen Houston was on fire that year.
I mean, if they weren't the best teams, then the best teams did play in that season and lost.
Yeah,
but it was a short season.
I don't care about
that. And that goes to my point of what I'm saying now. Like, everybody's not even going to be playing in this shit.
But you can't. I think that's hard to say because it was a short season for the Knicks. It was a short season for the Spurs. It was a short season for everybody. So we're on an even playing field because it's the same short for everybody.
It is, but not every team is invited. Like, if you don't play a full season,
I'm going back to the Spurs year. That year.
I'm talking about now.
And now, who's not playing? That's the best team.
That's what I'm saying. Like, say take a team like the Memphis Grizzlies.
The Lakers
they're in the eighth place. They in the eighth. They got the 8th seed. But another team that could have been like Portland in the 9th or 10th seed, they don't get in because you only got limited games to play. But Memphis got these easy games to play. And they get in over a better team. You see what I'm saying? No. It could have been an injury that keeps the team that's better out, but the players are healthy now. So
I get that. I get that. No, it's no because nigga, if they were the better team, they wouldn't have been 9. They would have been 8.
But what if injuries kept them from being in the 8th seed? Like if you take Damian Lillard off the goddamn Portland Trail Blazers and you just got CJ McCollum, are they gonna get the 8th seed?
That's a part of the game, bro. And the answer is no. But that's a part of the game.
That goes to the part that I'm saying, Hootie. That goes to the part where I say it's going to be an asterisk by it. That's all I'm saying.
Who is Portland beating the playoffs? No, hang on, y'all. Who is Portland? And I want Todd to answer this question. As an 8th seed, who is Portland beating in the playoffs? The Lakers?
No, they ain't gonna beat the Lakers. That's bias alone, but they still ain't gonna beat the Lakers even without bias.
So then,
that's what I'm saying to you.
Talking about them.
If they play a whole season, maybe they get to the 7th seed and they don't have to play the Lakers. You see what I'm saying? I said if they play a whole season, that's what I've been saying. Like y'all don't listen.
So the Blazers can beat the Clippers.
I listen.
You don't know.
Can the Blazers beat the Clippers?
No.
Do they got to line up and play 4 games? Do they got to beat them 4 games in a row to play off?
Would you think that the Blazers will beat the Clippers?
I don't think nobody's beating the Lakers. I don't care about the Clippers. But I'm saying if they play a whole season, if they play a whole season,
You can't have a logical conversation and just be biased. You
if
just
I'm
said
saying my team won't win it all,
my bias says they line up 4 games to get the Lakers, but no matter what, the Lakers gonna win. But the 2 seed, they line up 4 games against the Clippers, but I don't
that's
know.
not bias. I don't care about the Clippers. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because the Clippers are a good team. Say, okay, take it. No, Say Paul George, somebody get hurt. Then what happens? Yeah, and this is what you just said.
They still beat the Trailblazers. Yes. Without Paul, yes, they still beat the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers suck. That's why Damian Lillard does not want to play, because he has no chance.
And exactly. My point was, like, I didn't think we were making the same argument, because I think it's an asterisk, but I think it's a better asterisk, because I think everybody gets to come back and recharge and get healthier. So everybody is a more even playing field at this point. Everybody's not in tip-top game shape and in the best of shapes of their life. So I think that sometimes early in the season, bad teams play good. So I think it's a possibility that a bad team could come in and play good and possibly win and possibly beat the Lakers, possibly beat the Clippers. So I wouldn't put it as an asterisk, because I feel like if Memphis comes in and wins the championship, I think that's a greater feat for them.
I get that. That's an 8 seed. I get what you're saying.
That's
y'all, in September, before any COVID, is the Lakers or the Clippers going to win this championship? That's what we all thought, and nothing has changed. What has changed about that?
Different.
We thought anything different?
I think something has changed. I think something changed, but I think we don't have a clue who's gonna win this year right now.
Gotcha. And shit, y'all clearly y'all ain't finna see each other's side. Tug feel how he feel. Y'all two feel how y'all feel.
And I'm sick of Todd and all his goddamn opinion.
We'll see how it goes. Did y'all see that Colin Kaepernick and Disney announced a partnership deal where Colin Kaepernick will be featured in an exclusive docuseries? I don't know if y'all saw that, but what are y'all thoughts on it? What ESPN and Disney are doing with that partnership with Colin?
I feel like Kaepernick get everything he deserves, man. He stood on it. He sat on that cross for this whole movement. So I feel like if Netflix want to give him something, if ESPN want to give him something, ABC want to give him something, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, if the porn channel, everybody get that nigga some goddamn.
I'm doing documentaries on every network. Yeah, Lifetime, News, everybody.
I feel like he gave up his whole career.
Story.
Right, he gave up his whole career for nothing. Right. So I feel like he deserves everything.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I might be in the minority with this, but
not for nothing.
Get your money, but you've never been entertaining to me, so I don't know what's gonna come of this.
Who, Cap?
Yeah, but get your money. He's never been entertaining. 50.
Well, I can see how a docuseries with Cap could be pretty interesting, because all the shit that he been doing, all the stuff that he been doing behind the scenes, things that you may not know. I feel like he'll have a story that it'll be a lot of information that you probably didn't even were aware of that was going on behind the scenes.
Don't get me wrong. I thought he was making shows, not his documentary. Is he doing a documentary about his life, or is he making?
I know there's one, because he has one with Netflix and with ESPN. I know one of them is about his life as a multiracial person, because he has a black parent and a white parent, and especially going through these times and him being the one to take the knee. That's a story that damn sure needs to be told and heard.
Of course,
because I'm pretty sure.
I thought with Disney he was producing shows, like not his own life.
I mean, he is.
Outside of his life, I don't really want to see his shows.
Why? If you don't know what
how you know that? You didn't know that you wanted to see 50 shows until you saw it. Who produced The Shy? Who produced The Shy? You like The Shy? Who produces it?
Lena Waithe.
Yeah.
Okay. Who produces Billions?
Who knows?
All right. So you don't know what you want until you see it. Give him a chance.
But you're talking about proving that.
I love when I do that shit. I like when I do that shit to that nigga.
That nigga fell for that shit so easy. He still don't even see that he fell for it. He still don't see it. Nigga don't even know he made the point himself.
No, he was about to argue. He wants to argue with me so bad.
I went 50-50 with who produces the show. Yes, I'm pretty sure whoever produced Billions.
No, it wasn't about going 50-50. It was about that. You don't know what this person, like, if you see Billions producer tomorrow, you won't know it's him and won't know how great he is. Therefore, if you don't give Cap that same opportunity, you won't know how great he is.
Bruh. All right. Y'all watch Colin Kaepernick. Like, he's not entertaining. He's dull as fuck, and he's been very fucking quiet during all this.
He probably been quiet writing great shows that you've been watching.
Nah, fuck Colin Kaepernick. He really ain't spoke out about nothing.
I don't think he's quiet.
What you want him to say if he's been doing this for years?
Let him fix that. You don't want to say
he
that.
He stopped like 2 years ago.
You can't say that man been quiet, man. That man been doing all kind of shit for communities.
When is the last time y'all have heard from this man?
I'll tell you. I saw about 2-3 weeks ago. I got a homeboy in New Orleans, and he puts those bike rides together when everybody get a bike and they go around the city riding around the bike. Colin Kaepernick was down there in New Orleans doing that. And while he was down there doing that, he was doing something for the city and for the youth as well.
When have you heard this man speak?
I don't care if he speaks. He's doing well and doing good for communities and for people. He's never been a person to speak. He's been about action. So why do I need him to speak if he's showing me he's action, right. Yeah, I mean, he's doing well and good for communities and people. Like, I've never heard him speak, but that's what I'm saying about what he does, man. So you can't say that.
I can't wait for y'all not to watch his shows.
I'm happy he has the opportunity to make them.
Dummy.
You gonna at least give it a shot, though, right?
Yes, I'm gonna watch episode 1 through 3.
All right, well, then you can be the judge of saying you're gonna watch it or not off the first show.
Series and shows. Chris Paul to produce a docuseries that highlights the struggles of HBCUs faced in recruiting. What y'all thoughts or feelings on that?
I think that's super dope. I'm going to watch that. So I'm sorry, if that's gonna ruffle a few fellas, but I mean, it's about time for it to be spotlighted. You know what I mean? Like,
I just want to learn something new from it because I know we know a lot about it and we've experienced it. We've experienced HBCU recruiting or the lack thereof. But we can find out what's behind those closed doors to see what hinders them from being able to recruit and go out and get these players, or even why they don't take the opportunity to go after these type of players. Right. But I was listening to Wayne show his radio show on Apple Music yesterday, and he had the AD from Jackson State on there. Yeah. He was just talking about how they have those opportunities now because before these times and things like this was happening, they didn't have the opportunity to just send something out to a person saying that they want them, like the Mikey Williamses. That's who they specifically were talking about, the basketball player. But he was like, shit, we gave him an offer because we know that these players want to come here. And I think sometimes you can call it weak, you could call it whatever you wanted, but sometimes they know that these type of players there's no chance in hell that they're coming here, so why am I waste my time? Why am I waste money on paper and sending them a letter? When it seems like something so simple, why wouldn't I just send them a letter? But things like that cost those institutions money. And so they take those things
but playing both sides of the fence, how many times have we seen where people have said that they've had players or athletes that wanted to attend these universities, but these universities didn't respond to them?
That's solely based on like the staff. Like I'm never gonna shy away from it. I had a player who just got away from this one play. He ended up going another way because he didn't go in the gym. Like that's an honest opinion on it, and I think it was stupid. And he let a kid go somewhere else where he could have gotten it.
And that's what I want to hear from them because I have no clue why.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know why. I would have hoped every single HBCU would have recruited me. I would have damn sure visited them. Right. But I would like to know why they don't take those things.
Something simple as a letter. And again, that, like you said, we'll probably learn like, well, if you multiply this letter by this, man, it costs $1.2 million to mail out them letters. I don't know. Mm-hmm. So, that's the thing that I would be interested to see because I feel like if I'm a head coach and I'm trying to vibe, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you Reggie Bush. I don't care who you is, nigga. I'm finna write your letter. Come to my Instagram. Come see me. Come see my environment. Get this letter and come see me. But again, that's hinge upon.
Nigga, I will copy and paste some shit and send it to you myself.
Right. They can't tell you no if you don't ask. They can't tell you that.
I definitely want to see it. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see it. Definitely gonna support it.
You hate black.
No. I wouldn't. Don't do me like that, especially on a public platform.
Yeah, I've been doing it the whole episode. Earlier. You the one who said I went to the white dinners. He don't blame me for shit he said.
That was the one that gave me Netflix. But look, both of y'all was offered by HBCUs and chose not to go. Both they are. Right?
Right.
You was off about Southern.
I was.
You was off by, I think, FAMU or something like that, or Mississippi Valley State or something like that, and chose not to go. So that was wasted, limited resources on.
I don't think. But hold up. There's another part to this. I don't think it was because once I was considering leaving this PWI, Southern was my first goddamn thought.
And you still didn't go.
Well, that's not and it has nothing to do with Southern why I didn't go either though. It was because of me and my mama and talking to my previous coaches and my current coaches. It wasn't because of Southern because I was all in to go to Southern.
So your mother and your previous coaches told you to stay where you was at?
Not because not to go to Southern. It was because you committed to go there, so you stay there.
Oh, I get that. I get that too.
And I mean it. That's part of recruiting.
Right.
Like, even if I pick, okay, fine. I picked Jackson State over Southern. You gonna say it was Southern shouldn't have recruited me?
No, you're in the same.
So that's just part of recruiting.
No, you still in the same ball field. You both felt like y'all was better athletes than HBCUs.
No, I never felt like that. Don't put words in my mouth. I never felt like I was a better athlete than UAB. Than HBCUs. I just wanted to go to UAB. That's why I wanted to go. But it wasn't because I felt like I'm better. Because I know for a fact in playing sports, I know all them niggas at them HBCUs and a lot of people who playing in that can play at any level of football. They may just didn't go there or didn't have that opportunity.
So now,
that's you saying that.
Listen, so now I do have an example where that did happen. Okay, my homeboy, my receiver in college, went to LSU initially. Didn't feel like he was treated right. But you know where he went because they did treat him right where they were recruiting him? He went to Southern.
For how many years?
He finished his career at Southern.
Okay.
I don't even want to know how many years so he could change the shit.
He went to Southern. So, you know.
That nigga, that crazy.
But that's what recruiting is, though, Joe. Like, you ain't going to get every player that you go after. That's just, because, I mean, think about this. The highest person that you can name, like Barrett, Zion, all them people, I'm pretty sure they had scholarship offers from every major college program in the country. But only Duke got them. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to send a letter out. That's what he's saying.
Hootie was the Louisiana Player of the Year. Mm-hmm. He's not going. He could have went SEC wherever he wanted to go if he wanted to change positions. He's not going to a HBCU. That's why he didn't go to one.
That's not necessary.
He only went like UAB only got him so he could play quarterback.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like coming out of high school, I didn't think of it all of those ways. Like as an 18-year-old kid, I'm not thinking HBCU. I'm not thinking PWI. I'm not thinking white. I'm not thinking black. I'm thinking more simpler terms. Me personally, that's how I looked at it, man. And I went to a place
more looks in the NFL at a team.
It wasn't even that. Like it was. I promise you, it was more simpler than that for me. I went to UAB and went to Blunt Hall, and I had a room to myself. That's all it was.
Exactly. What schools did you visit?
I visited Arkansas State. I went to Southern, and that was it. I pulled out of San Diego State.
What was the conditions at Southern compared to UAB?
What you mean? Like just
I don't know.
Why are you doing that? We know why that's like that now too as well.
Because he went to the best condition.
Not necessarily true.
That's not for everybody.
Prairie View who live like Blunt Hall style. Stop that.
Why is that wrong for saying that one school has better dorms than another?
They don't. That's not always generally.
It's not the determining factor for them going there either.
Like, and that's not right. And they don't.
If I'd have went to Prairie View and I had my own room, I probably would have.
He might would have said, "Oh shit, I could play." They didn't send him that letter that we're saying send.
Me personally, if Todd wouldn't have showed me his dorm, I would have went to Alabama State. Todd showed me his dorm, like I don't want to go to school here. Me personally. No athletic scholarship, paying to go to school. Todd showed me his dorm. It was another guy 3 feet from him, and the shower was down the hall. Yeah. I don't want to go there.
Yeah,
it's nothing wrong with that, y'all.
It's not.
What is wrong with that?
What they're saying.
What we said is stop generalizing it.
Right, like everybody don't feel like that, Joe. That's what he said.
That's the same thing Hootie did.
That's what I did. That doesn't mean
Hootie is one person. Yeah.
Yes, it's probably a lot of
some people like those communal type things. And some people are just okay with, you know what I'm saying, going somewhere.
What man want to take a shower with 30 other niggas?
They do it in the locker room in the football. You know what I'm saying?
We did it every day. We take it out for 30 minutes every day.
I mean, crazy, though.
Man, here we go. Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Dummy. You're right.
Dumbass, stupid ass dummy. Man, come on, man. Y'all doing crazy stuff right now, man. Y'all doing too much. Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Federal agencies, hazmat crew responded to a Florida church. Basically, this church was selling COVID-19 miracle solutions.
Oh yeah, they got the cure, baby.
Holy water.
In Bradenton, Florida, multiple agencies were called to Genesis, the Second Church of Health and Healing in Bradenton, Florida, in connection with a search warrant where they said that they were selling the healing serum for COVID-19.
Did they say what they
Let's go to Bradenton, baby. Let's go to Bradenton, Florida.
Y'all want to go get that?
Yeah, let's go get that, man. We can sell that, man. Put that shit on eBay.
They had injections, man. You just sign up, you pull up there, shoot you with the injection, and now you cured of COVID.
That's probably why the numbers so high. In Florida, goddamn. Shit giving you that shit.
But fuck crazy, fool. Now, how the hell you gonna sell a curing serum?
I want to know what's the ingredients. Goddamn, water and sugar. Get the
Bleach, Lysol.
That's what it is. Some water,
Fabuloso.
Bleach and pine salt.
The worst serum ever. Goddamn. Get out of here with that shit.
Nigga turn the light off, he gonna be glowing in that bitch.
COVID kid.
a little bleach, like the president say.
What Florida had yesterday? 17,000? I think it was 17,000.
Them niggas keep it rolling. But for that's why this particular church is our dummy of the week.
Dummy, dumb son bitch.
Hey, look, like, don't you motherfuckers be going out there getting no health serum to cure your COVID.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, any other stores or things that we left off? Anything anybody want to add?
Yeah, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna do that challenge, the raw tip, and
yeah, we got a big battle coming up.
Big battle.
Yeah, we're gonna do a
battle. Huge battle.
For those who want to partake, man, it's Rick Ross versus Jay-Z versus T.I.
Jeezy.
No, Jeezy. Jay-Z. It's not.
Tommy, give us that big dummy.
Jay-Z.
Big dummy.
Nigga, I'm Jeezy. Fuck all that.
If y'all think Dan's gonna put a dummy this late in the podcast, okay.
Yeah, absolutely mistaken.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Stay on it.
T.I. versus Jeezy versus Ross. I'm representing Jeezy. Todd got Ross, and Can't Get Right got T.I. We're going to battle it out, man. We're going to put out a Zoom link. If y'all want to participate or be part of it, be judges and see who winning. I'm going to tear their ass up anyway. But, you know, if y'all want to check that out, we're going to put out a Zoom link for now. Well, we're going to battle to see who can come up with the best songs. We only doing 10. That's our category. Don't you motherfuckers come in there talking, oh, you should have played this. Just come and listen, observe, watch, talk your shit on who doing what we do. To all our people who, you know, follow us.
How y'all feel about judges? I'm a judge. Do we need another judge?
I think we do.
I thought Baron was another judge.
I got Baron gonna be.
You fired Baron. You say he was too T.I. centric.
He is. He think he the king, but I mean, you know, it is what it is.
It's 2-0.
I know I'm fighting an uphill battle. You know, people don't like me anyway as it is, but you know.
You ain't fighting battle. I'm the most unlike person in this group.
But you got the best sleeper without knowing it, though.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
and I'm not giving you no ammo. You got some heat.
I'm go win. I ain't like, don't get it twisted.
We gonna have to see what your strategy is. You gotta have a good strategy.
What kind of judge is this? You got the best ammo. And you don't.
I mean, nigga, there's
he got a conflict of interest.
Listen, guys.
No, I don't want to listen.
Even in the Super Bowl, there's a favorite. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean the favorite always wins.
A judge shouldn't have a favorite.
I'm the outright.
You don't go to court.
I don't have a favorite.
I ain't never seen no judge go to court and be like, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Well, technically,
that defendant over there gonna win.
If you were gonna do that, technically, Ross is my favorite in this battle.
Even if it wasn't, I'm still.
We all know that.
I don't feel comfortable.
You the one who don't feel comfortable, nigga.
He just said T.I. the sleeper. Now he said Ross his favorite. And look at me. I'm telling you, this is just.
Jeezy, and out of all of those, Jeezy changed the game the most. You happy, nigga?
Here we go.
You happy, nigga?
Don't try to
compliment.
You don't know me.
I know what I'm coming into. My
Hey,
bad.
man, just make sure you drink some Grey Goose that day. I'm on that Grey Goose. Oh,
But we gonna do it Wednesday, man. We're gonna drop the Zoom link on Wednesday at
7:30.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. That's fine.
Wednesday
I gotta go sleep that day. At 1.
Wednesday, 8 p.m., man. We gonna do this, man. We're gonna drop a Zoom link if you want to be a part of it. Hit us up in the DM at the Dummies on Instagram.
The Dummies Podcast.
Dummies
Podcast.
Yeah. Come on over.
We'll probably put the link on. We'll just put the link on the page.
We're gonna put it there. We're gonna put it on our individual Facebooks as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So come and rock with it.
Right.
Anything else we missing?
Other than I'm finna murder you niggas is shit. I don't really think we missing it now. I'm finna murder you niggas, man.
Besides arresting the cops that killed Breonna Taylor, that's about it.
Hey. Got all kind of memes about that. It was a beautiful black sunny day, but they need to arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. All kind of memes.
I'm with all that smoke. Yeah.
Yep. And other than that, we'll be back next week like we never left. Because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Yeah, I know.
You bitch, you.